On a gray February morning in 1942, a farm worker in the quiet hinterland region of rural England stumbled upon something that would haunt investigators for months. A body lay crumpled in a ditch, completely headless, with no identification and no obvious cause of death beyond the obvious mutilation. The victim was male, dressed in working clothes, but without a wallet, papers, or any personal belongings. His hands showed signs of manual labor, and his clothing suggested he was local, but no one in the surrounding villages reported anyone missing. It was as if this man had simply appeared from nowhere, already dead, already nameless. Police searched the surrounding fields and woodlands for weeks, hoping to recover the head and finally identify their victim. They never found it. Without dental records or facial features to work with, investigators were forced to rely on physical descriptions and clothing details, circulating information to nearby towns and cities. The war was raging across Europe, and resources were stretched thin. Many believed the case would simply fade into obscurity. Then came an unexpected break. A woman from a neighboring county came forward after reading about the case in a local newspaper. She recognized the description of a distinctive belt buckle found on the body. It belonged to her brother, a drifter who had disappeared after a violent argument with a man he owed money to. Investigators traced the debt to a local farmer with a reputation for settling disputes with his fists. Under interrogation, the farmer eventually confessed. The argument had escalated. He had struck the victim with a farming tool in a moment of rage. Panicking, he removed the head to prevent identification and disposed of it somewhere he never revealed, taking that secret to his grave. The farmer was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 15 years in prison. He served his time quietly and died shortly after his release, never speaking publicly about the crime. The victim was buried in a small churchyard under a simple stone bearing only his name and the year of his death. His head was never recovered. Somewhere in the English countryside, beneath decades of growth and silence, it remains hidden, the final piece of a puzzle that justice could never fully complete.